Warmer temperatures mean hurricane season is on the horizon.
I urge you to listen to local officials and evacuate when you're ordered to do so. Tracking the tropics this evening will also bring 2 areas of potential tropical development.
A number of showers and thunderstorms. Local heavy rainfall across the area.
This is why you evacuate.
Well, welcome to another Mississauga Junior Hurricanes hockey game. Today we're coming to you from Kingston. Kingston's coming off 2 losses. And your Mississauga Junior Hurricanes are on a 4-game heater winning 4 games in a row now. Hurricanes will face Kingston tonight. They'll head into Ottawa tomorrow to play the 67s. And they'll finish off their weekend on Sunday against the Senators, who they played last and beat 4-0. Was shut out by Hepburn.
Pasma. On defense, number 65, Taia MacDonald. On forward, number 16, Haylee-Kaydance Lecuyer. On forward, number 17, Cruz. On forward, number 27, Sophia. And starting to goal, number 29, Kalia Pharand. And the rest of the Mississauga team. And welcome to Mississauga's head coach, and now, introducing your starting line for your Kingston Juniors. On forward, number 71, Theron. On forward, number 17, Kalia. On forward, number 16, MacDonald. On defense, number 43, Kalia. On defense, number 27, Haylee-Kaydance. And starting
And here we go. Kicked over the side. Lecuyer is going to dump that in right to Kingston player. Crucius goes into the corner. Behind the net, Kingston comes out with it, and they'll throw it up the boards. It's going to go off the glass all the way down. That'll go for icing. Soja digs in for face-off. Won by Mississauga. Lecuyer outside to MacDonald. MacDonald is shot. Ricochets around and back to the point. And a quick shot by Pasma, and she scores. 27 seconds into the game. For face-off. Won by Mississauga. Lecuyer outside to MacDonald. MacDonald is shot. Ricochets around and back to the point. And a quick shot by Pasma, and she scores. 27 seconds. Zunn to the neutral zone. Fabro tips that by the defense. Attacks in the corner, puts a puck out in front of the net, goes all the way to the other side.
Goal scored by number 13, Pasma. Time 19:33.
Big stop by Theron. Theron, shot on net, and it's covered up by Reed. So both teams already trading chances in this one. Mississauga capitalizing on their first opportunity. Puck centered. That's going to go through everybody, come all the way to the other end. Shot by Mississauga, so no icing. Theron come out and play that. Over to Ho. Ho from behind her own net. Leave it up to Aquino. Aquino will cut through the middle. Pops off her stick, and Langus will help her out. He'll have to retreat back into the own zone. Makokis flips it to the other side. Fisher, though, jumps in. She cuts towards the net. But a good stick check by Pasma. Foils any attempt, to that puck will roll in on Fabro. She'll cover up for a face-off. Face-off, won by Mississauga. MacDonald throws that to the other side. Petal will pick it up on the board. She'll try and chip it up. First attempt doesn't get through, but the second one gets into the neutral zone. Kingston turns it back the other way, and they dump it in deep. Pasma the first on that. She'll slap it around the boards. Kingston picks that up. They'll get a shot towards the net. Theron will get her stick on that, and it'll get deflected out of play. Makokis on the face-off. And she wins to MacDonald. MacDonald hassle behind the net and tackle to the ice. Kingston comes up with the puck. It's at the point. Ice will go D to D. McCoy puts it back into the corner. Petal's there to break it up. She chips it. Gets to the line, but it's kept in. And Kingston's going to come back. In the corner. Kingston controlling. Two Hurricanes on them. Comes to the point. That'll get outside the line. And Kingston will throw it back in. Mississauga a little bit of time to regroup. MacDonald across to Pasma. Pasma chips it up to Maisie. Maisie and Crucius. Crucius tries to get to the net. She's cut off the puck. Puck up high. That's shipped out. Kingston on that. They're going to come through the zone. No puck shot on net. Deflected into the corner. Owen behind the net with the puck. Rims it around to Krucic. Krucic goes far side, and that puck's tipped. Doesn't quite get to Lecuyer, and Soja will turn back with it. Owen quickly up to Krucic. Krucic going wide over to Lecuyer. Slides off her stick, and she can't come up with a puck. Kept in by Soja. The line a second time. Soja chips that in, but Kingston's going to skate it out. Gets to the red line. They're going to dump it in. Right on Ferhan. Ferhan will cover that up. Then we'll get a face-off to the right-hand side. Early lead, 1-0. Kingston wins the face-off, back to the point, but that gets out beyond. McFarland just hits the red, throws it right back into the corner. Lekocus, first on that puck, tips it up to Fabro, but that's picked off. Ho does a good job of stopping that puck from getting to the front of the net. Centering attempt picked up for Zunn. She'll skate it out. She's got 3 with her. Goes wide, goes to the net. A little chip on, just up over her pad. In the corner, Fabro to the point. Ho, a shot, puck goes up in the air. Rebound sitting right there. Fabro turns on the forehand, tips the puck and scores! In the corner, Fabro to the point. Ho, a shot, puck goes up in the air. Rebound sitting right there. Fabro turns on the forehand, tips the puck and scores! And just like that, Mississauga's up 2-0 early in this one. MacDonald up the boards. Off a Staley stick, but on the wrong side of center, and that'll be icing on the Hurricanes. I'm pretty sure Fabro scoring her 5th of the season. Pasma with her 2nd.
Mississauga goal, scored by number 91, Sophia Fabro. Assist number 19, time 15:39.
So Zunn drawing the only assist on that play. Quite a few shots on net. There might be another one added there somewhere down the line, but for now, Fabro with her 5th of the year. And along with Pasma's 2nd of the year, Mississauga has an early 2-0 lead. Kingston flips that puck out. Doesn't quite get across the line, but they're able to chip it out into the neutral zone. Owen from the orange zone. Over to Gloins. Back to Owen with some speed. Cuts around one check. This is another stick check. Tries to push the puck in the corner. That's broken up, but the puck gets into the end behind the net. Turned up. Quick pass up into the middle. Kingston's away real quick. They're across the line. Owen drives the player into the corner. It's just dumped to the other side. Gloins is there. And Lekocus is to help out. Gloins chips it around. Just out of the reach of Owen. Pedal there though. She's got some time. She'll skate. Chip one out to Maisie. Into the neutral zone, and Pedal will follow up. Kingston flips it back the other way. Owen's got to retreat back all the way behind her own net. She holds on that. Drops it for Lekocus. Lekocus over to Gloins. Gloins back up to Lekocus. She's got a little bit of room. She'll try and chip it around. Fisher gets around. She'll get to the net. Gets a shot. It's high. Goes around the boards. Sophia keeps that in. Maisie's got some room. She cuts to the middle. Takes a shot. And deflects just wide. Off of Fisher in front. Puck turns back the other way. Kingston getting to the red line and dumping that in deep. Ferhan stops that behind the net. Ho will pick it up with some speed. Throws a puck up real quick to Soja. Goes off the tip of her stick. Not enough for icing. Kingston tries to turn it back real quick right away. Again, off the stick. Ferhan, nice little pass to Ho. The side. Ho comes around the net with some speed. Moves it to Krucic. Krucic will get to the red line. She'll chip that deep. Reed comes out, goes back to the net. Kingston comes out of the corner with it. But Sojo will cut that pass off. Puck floating in the high slot, and Kingston will clear it. Go get to the red line again and dump it down for Hahn, stopping that puck behind the net. Moves it to MacDonald. MacDonald back to Pasma. Pasma to MacDonald, a little bit of time. She skates it up the boards. Lecuyer stop. And MacDonald's got to turn back. Pasma now across for Lecuyer. That pass behind her. And Kingston turns it right back into the zone. Up the boards. Crucius chips it off. But she's pinched in along the boards. Cross to MacDonald. MacDonald's got a little room. She'll skate a bit. Up to Fabro. Fabro skates the blue line. Has a couple checks on her and is stripped of the puck. Kingston turns it back the other way. Zunn. Stick check right in the line and turns it back the other way. Theron now with it. We're playing a little ping pong in the neutral zone. And that puck will come up and hit somebody on the Mississauga bench. That'll be a stoppage of play. 11:56 to go. Mississauga with the early 2-0 lead. Two shots I'm sure Lily Reed didn't even see. Puck to the point. Kingston will keep it in. Goes to the far corner. Rimmed around to McFarland. McFarland's able to keep that puck in. Loins will go across to Owen. Owen quickly hard up the boards to Fabro. And it's just turned right back and to the Mississauga end. Loins over to Owen. Owen, a backhand pass along the boards. Zunn ships that out into the neutral zone and they'll head for a quick change. Kingston turns around back the other way quickly. Right in. Puck chipped in towards the net and that just goes wide. Theron flips it to the other side. Quino takes it back behind the net. Moves to the middle. Theron chips it up to the boards. Staley now on that puck. She's going to get just to the line and chip it in. Mississauga will finish their change. Puck along the boards. Pulled out by Staley. Staley now behind the net. Put it out front. Quino, couple whacks at it. Langus can't quite get a stick on it. And Kingston clears it. Ho jumps on the puck along the boards, but she can't cut towards the net. Staley back covering up. She'll pick that puck up. She'll dance around in the neutral zone, looting a couple of checks. And nice pat by Langus to Quino. Quino on her backhand tries to move it over to Staley. But a good job by the Kingston defenseman to stop that pass from going through. Mississauga continues to control though. Along the boards. Staley in the middle to Pasma. Pasma shot. Another deflection just goes wide of the net. Pasma. Another shot from outside. That's blocked in front by Kingston player. Gets to the line. And now a 2-on-1. Shot. And Kingston scores. So Kingston gets one back.
Kingston goal scored by number 9, Rio Pierre. Assist number 24, Ava Beretta. Time 9:59.
So Rio Pierre scoring her 12th of the season. Mississauga centers that pass. Goes through a couple of sticks. It's all to the other side. Paddle jumps on it. She's got in the corner. Looking for an outlet. She'll turn around and get a shot. And that'll go off to the helmet of Reed. And she'll cover up for a faceoff. .9:21 to go. Already 3 goals. 2 by Mississauga, 1 by Kingston. Draw one to the corner. Two Wolves, two Hurricanes in the corner waiting to pull that puck out. And Petal will come out with that puck. Loses to Makokis. Makokis, a shot. That goes off the stick of Reed into the corner. Loins. Good pinch at the point. Keeps the puck in. Maisie can't get a handle on that. The puck's going to come out into the neutral zone. Shot into the zone. Recovered by Kingston. About Makokis. She'll strip the puck from behind the net. Moves up the boards to Maisie. Maisie skating it over the blue line. The rest of the Hurricanes make a change. Maisie just dragging that puck. She chips it over to the side. And Soja's out on that play. Makokis. Behind her own net. Misses the edge and goes slamming in the board. She's up quickly, so she's okay. Oh. Stopping that puck at the blue line. Can't get a handle on it. Comes back to the front. Makokis, a good stick check. Kingston starting to get their legs a little bit here. Putting some pressure on. Up the boards, Lecuyer. Gonna cut to the middle. Goes wide to Crucius. Crucius, she's gonna cut to the middle. Can't keep a handle on the puck. And chases the puck into the corner. Crucius will come out with it. Tries to go back down in the corner. Supported there by Petal. And Lecuyer. Pasma. Crucius got to center that pass. Sitting in the slot, but Kingston players there. And they clear, and they'll skate it out to the neutral zone. They'll hit the red line and dump that into the corner. Pasma quickly fires to the other side. Lecuyer up the boards, met by Kingston. They fired back into the corner. Pasma chips it up along the boards. She's stripped from Lecuyer. Cross to McCoy. McCoy gets a shot through. That's blocked in front. Behind the net, chipped out in front. Kingston now controlling in the corner. They try to center. Pasma right on Pierre. Puck towards the front. It's sitting there open. Nobody can get a stick on it. Looks like 9 players standing in front of the net. Back to the point. Kingston with a shot. Blocked by Soja. They get to turn that around. A shot comes in. Deflects off the arm of Pharand. And Mississauga will finally just get that out into the neutral zone. Get rid of some of that pressure. Fisher tried to break in, waiting for some teammates to come on side. Owen behind the net to Pasma. Pasma chips it up to Crucic. Crucic flips it far side. That stick down by Fisher, but she touched it a little too high, and that'll be blown down. .608 left to go in the first period. 2-1 Mississauga. Face off, won by Mississauga. Loins to Owen. Owen gets to the red line, chips that puck in. Fabro chases it down. Far side. It gets rimmed all the way around. That's going to go the full length of the ice. Not going to be icing though. And Owen reverses back the other way. Fabro chips that puck to Zunn. Zunn skates through the neutral zone. Stops up. Chips it over to Owen. Owen's got some room. She takes a shot low. And rebound is covered by Reed. Not sure Owen got what she wanted on that shot, but nice and low, got to the net. Rebound opportunity there. They'll take anything from this period is get shots to net, get people in front. Aquino circling along the boards. Pulls that puck out, and it's slapped away. That's going to go length of the ice. Loins all the way back to get it. She chips to the other side to Owen. Owen keeps it going to Aquino. Aquino chips it out. And doesn't quite clear the zone. So Kingston will go back on the attack. Owen crunched behind the net hard. She gets back, puck back though. She's going to skate it. She's got some room. Moves it out to Staley. Staley chips it behind. And Kingston will throw it back in the neutral zone. They'll skate under that, but glove hand pass, and that'll stop play. 4:53 to go for the first period. Both teams starting to settle into their game. Pedal. That's the point. Makokas. She's going to fire a puck in. Chasing it. Oh. Siani jumps on that. Rebound. She'll skate through the zone. Trying to find somebody to move that puck to. And Sophia Makokas will dump that into the corner. Pedal trying to use the point. And that puck is deflected and out of play. Kingston kicked out of the faceoff. Puck one to the boards. Pedal. Dump it into Maisie. Maisie. She's crunched hard by Fisher. Held there for a minute. Pedal knocked in hard into the boards as well. Makokas keeps that puck in. Fisher fires one along the boards. That gets by everybody. But they say that Mississauga touches, so that won't be enough for icing. Mississauga behind their own net. Ho stops up. She's going to go back the other way. She's caught from behind, but is able to make that pass the other side. Pedal. Some room along the boards. Pinched off by Kingston. Puck doesn't get out into the neutral zone. Pierre will turn it back. Makokas up the boards. Maisie's got some room. She'll get to the red line. Mississauga is going to go for a change, and Maisie will dump it down. She'll finish that change. Kingston starting from behind their own net. Loses the handle on it right to Soja. Soja's got some room. Moves over to Crucius. Crucius with a shot. That goes up and over the net. Puck gets back out into the neutral zone. Pasma's got to come back for it. Moves it over to MacDonald. MacDonald quickly up to Crucius. And Crucius will chip that in. Soja will chase that down in the corner. Puck rimmed around. And Kingston just chipped that back out into the neutral zone. Pasma back to Crucius. Crucius over the line. Into the corner. She's stripped to the puck. And Kingston will try and skate that out. Pass into the neutral zone. MacDonald right there. Let's turn back to Mississauga. Pasma. Looking far side. Moves it up to MacDonald. MacDonald to Soja. Soja over the blue line. Chips it through. She's going to chase that down behind the net. Behind the net. Moved up to the point. Fabro in the neutral zone. Moves it across to Goins. Goins to Owen. Owen's going to skate. She's got some room. Looking for some options before she gets into the zone. Cuts in. Tries to make a backhand pass in front of the net. Theron comes there. A couple of sticks on it, but that puck is recovered by Kingston. And they'll get it out of the zone. Owen on the forecheck. That puck passed by her. Theron helping out. Backing up. Puck thrown to the other side. Fisher puts the puck to the front. And the Kingston Wolves put that puck just past the net. Theron, Goins fighting in the corner. That puck comes out to Aquino. Aquino's got some room. She gets ahead of steam. Gets through, has a shot towards the net. The second attempt also goes wide. Blocked by Kingston. Makokas gets that puck up to Langus. Langus has got some room. She'll try and cut to the front. That puck's picked off. Ho does a good job of pinching in, keeping that puck alive. Up the boards. And Kingston just gets that to center. Makokas will throw that right back into his end. And Staley will be the first on that one. Puck behind the net. Langus will pick it up. She's got some room. Centers the puck. But nobody there. Kingston quickly on it. Throws up the middle. Now a race to Ho and White. And that puck gets to the net. And Farhan will cover up. So 56 seconds left in the first period. Mississauga still holding on to a 2-1 lead. Puck won by Kingston. They'll dump it in the corner quickly to the front of the net, and MacDonald's there quickly to pick it up. She'll jump into the rush. Maisie going wide. Into the corner. She's going to take that behind the net. Moves it back to Pasma. Pasma, backhand pass far side to MacDonald. MacDonald will cycle it back down behind the net. Makoka centers it, but nobody there. Petal gets out in front of the net. Maisie on a slack at it, and it gets knocked into the corner. Puck up the boards. MacDonald's got some room. She's going to make a move. Behind the net. Going to come around. Try to center off of the shin, but that goes wide. Makokas now moves it to the front. Nobody can get a stick on it. Kingston clears to the side. 2 seconds left. Puck towards the net, blocked, and then thrown into the corner. So Mississauga, a big push in the last part of the period there. Could not get a shot. It did show some pressure. But the one, into 2-1 Mississauga. Will face off, won by Mississauga. Lecuyer outside to MacDonald. MacDonald a shot. Ricochets around, back to the point. And a quick shot by Pasma, and she scores. 27 seconds. In the corner, Fabro to the point. A shot. Puck goes up in the air. Rebound sitting right there. Fabro turns on the forehand, tips the puck, and scores.
Broke up with me, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. I'm so sorry, I'm usually the first one to admit I did wrong. Get over yourself, it's no big deal if I run a little faster than you on the playground. Get over yourself, what's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, well, if you don't like girls that are faster than you, well, if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. We had chemistry, and you're the one that got away, and I'll never forget you. You were beautiful, you were perfect as you were, and I didn't want to fix you. Get over yourself, it's no big deal if I swim a little faster than you in the neighbor's pool. Get over yourself, what's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, well, if you don't like girls that are faster than you, well, if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, well, if you don't like girls more daring than you, well, if you don't like girls braver than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. You might not like me, you might not like me, and it's fine by me. You might not like me, might not like me. Boy, lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back, boy. Lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back. But if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you,
Told ya. Reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and escapes to the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes her shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from the Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores. Told ya. Reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and escapes to the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes her shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from the Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores.
Will face off. Won by Mississauga. Lecuyer outside to MacDonald. MacDonald is shot. Ricochets around back to the point. And a quick shot by Pasma and she scores. 27 seconds. In the corner. Fabro. To the point. Ho, a shot, puck goes up in the air. Rebound sitting right there. Fabro turns on the forehand, tips the puck and scores. Zamboni's off, just waiting for the players to get back on the ice. .35 seconds left on the clock between periods. Shots for the first period, 10 shots apiece for Mississauga, 10 for Kingston. We had a penalty-free period as well. Haven't happened too much this year. Neither team penalized, and all goals scored in that period were even strength. Pasma opened the scoring 27 seconds into the game. She scored her second of the year. A couple minutes later, Fabro scored her fifth of the year to put Mississauga up 2-0. And then Rio Pierre for Kingston scored her 12th of the year. She is their top scorer, goal scorer for Kingston, plotting her 12th to cut the score to 2-1. We start the second period, Mississauga up 2-1. Ref not liking how that puck was dropped. We'll start over again. Soja wins that back to Pasma. Pasma flips up the boards, but Kingston will get that down to the far end. MacDonald quickly up to Lecuyer. Lecuyer. Soja's got some room down the wing. She's going to cut hard to the net, but the puck poked off her stick and it goes into the corner. Crucius walks out. She takes a shot, goes off the side of the net. Soja up to the point. Pasma hesitate, moves it over to MacDonald. MacDonald chips that back down the corner. She follows that up. Along the boards, Crucius. She's going to walk out of the corner with it. Drops it for Pasma. Pasma got some, she takes a shot, and that puck goes just wide. Soja trying to tip that one in. And Kingston will turn it back the other way. They cut through the middle. Shot from far out. Pad save. Moved up to Theron. She can't handle that pass. It gets into the corner. Quick chip up. Kingston's back the other way. Stops up along the board. Puck towards the net. Goes off of Owen's skate. To the far side. Zunn tries to chip it up and out. Kingston's there to stop it. They'll move it to the middle. Pierre fires that back down in the corner. Puck chipped out. That's going to get by everybody. Passed by Kingston, so that's not going to go for icing. Fisher behind her own net. Fires it hard up the boards, but Theron there to stop it. But Kingston will get that out. Gets to the other side. Into the corner. Williams kicks the puck up the boards to Zunn. Zunn brings it back down, but he's met with two Kingston players. She gets it through the crowd, is able to move that up to Fabro. Fabro, red line, dumps that puck in. That'll start a change. Kingston tries to move it up quickly, but Langus gets it out to Aquino. Aquino jumps over her stick, and it gets out of the zone, all the way back into Mississauga territory. Oh. Up the boards quickly to Staley. Staley in the middle to Aquino off her skate. And Fisher will turn it back the other way, but Staley's right there. She pokes it up. She's going to get that towards the net. Shot off the blocker, goes straight up. And Kingston's able to come back with that rebound. Reed not sure where that puck's ended up. That's a couple times now that shots have gone up. Staley, another shot off the post. And again, looks around for the rebound, can't find it. Puck towards the net, Staley again, and Kingston's able to clear. Ho pinching down, keeps that puck in. Aquino at the point, moves across. Makokis' shot blocked in front by Fisher. Chip to the point, and that'll get by Ho. Ho quickly back to retreat. Moves it up quickly. Makokis chips that in, it's gonna go on Reed, and she'll cover that up. And Kingston's able to come back with that rebound. Reed not sure where that puck's ended up. That's a couple times now that shots have gone up. Staley, another shot off the post. Mississauga very close to making it a 3-1 game. Nice pass out for Maisie, but Lecuyer has her stick lifted just as about she's take the shot. Pasma moves it up the boards. That gets out into the neutral zone. Let's flip right back in by Kingston. Farhan stopped that behind her own net for Pasma. Pasma quickly up the boards. Maisie across the red. Moves across the blue. Petal, front of her own net, chips it down to MacDonald. MacDonald a little too far. She throws it in front of the net. That goes all the way to the other side. Kingston just flips that back out into the neutral zone. Pasma flips that far side. Bangs off the boards into Kingston territory. Mississauga, drop pass. Maisie. She's pinched off the puck, and Kingston will turn it back the other way. Paddle strips there. Goes far side. Owen, red line, tries to dump that puck in. And Maisie will skate on it. Goes through the legs. Some chance. And a good stick check at the last second. And that puck goes up and out of play. Maisie catching it in, doing a bit of a tumble there. She's okay. .44 left to go in the second period. Scramble draw. Kingston recovers. They'll chip that out into the neutral zone. That'll go the length of the ice, but Kingston's first to get to it. Owen there. Gets her check. Kingston along the boards. Nice little handwork by Pierre. But she's stripped to the puck. Flips around the side. Kingston throws that towards the net. Goes just wide. Loins recovers. Backhand pass to Owen. Owen up the boards to Lecuyer. That gets by her. The neutral zone. Brochus now in the corner. Brochus will step out. Gets to the slot. Fires a shot. That goes just wide. Lecuyer trying to put a puck right on net quickly. Soja pinched off behind the net. Brochus. And Kingston will come up with that. They'll move it up to the middle. Loins. And a quick whistle. That puck hitting Farhan. Ending up in the corner. But Kingston with a big chance in this period now. Face off, run to the corner. Kingston. Dug out by Kingston, moved to the point. Shot along the ice, and that's deflected up and out of play. Face off, one to the boards. Lecuyer the first on that. She chips it up to Fabro. Fabro falls. Picked up by Kingston. That's going to go the length of the ice. And icing on Kingston. Face off. Scrambled. Puck towards the front of the net. Fabro tries to go in front again. Right to the middle. Oh, she's going to jump on that. Shot. Deflected, goes into the corner. Zunn. Stick alley in the corner. Moves it down to Fabro. Fabro back to Zunn. That poked off of her stick. Kingston will try and flip that to the middle. And McFarland will just get to the red line. She'll dump that puck in. Oh. Had to jump off her stick. Hard pass comes out and all the way down to the Kingston end. Aquino putting some pressure. And another icing for Kingston. .35 left to go in the second period. Face off, one. Move to the point. Pasma. Back to Aquino. Aquino can't get a shot away. And that puck is dumped again by Kingston, and that's going to go down for icing for a third time. Face off, one to the boards. Kingston throws it around the boards. MacDonald's going to come down and meet it. She'll keep that puck alive. They get caught up in each other's skates and both fall. Pasma keeps it at the point. Just chipped out by Kingston. Staley chips up the boards to MacDonald. MacDonald throws it to the middle of the ice. Cut off by Kingston. And the Hurricanes will retreat. Pasma spinning back to MacDonald. MacDonald. And MacDonald's going to knock down a Kingston player, and that's going to be the first penalty of the game. So Kingston, first power play of the game. Trip by MacDonald. Face off, one to the corner. Makokis, first one in. She'll pin. Puck gets out to the point. McFarland with it. She'll chip it back down into the corner. Owen on her check in the corner. She'll pin her in. Stick's gone flying. Somebody's. Owen picking that up. Maisie. Loins will finally get a handle on it. She'll dump it the length of the ice. Mississauga will get a change in. 1:14 left to go in the power play. Fisher from behind her own net. Throws it up to Pierre. Pierre cuts the middle. Takes a shot. First one's blocked. And the rebound, she tucks it in. Power play goal, Kingston. So power play goal for Kingston ties things up. We're 2-2, almost at the halfway point of the game. Puck at the point. Ho throws one toward the net. It's blocked. Puck back to the middle. Pierre on it. Throws it out to the corner. Oh, good job sticking that. And that'll be offside.
Kingston power play goal, scored by number 9, Lecuyer. Assist number 27, Big Morton. And number 43, Sammy Cotton. Time 11:59.
Makokis keeps that in. She's got some room. She's going to cut to the front. Trying to get a handle on it. Throws the puck towards the net. And Reed will glove that. Face off, one to the corner. Pedal in on that puck. MacDonald keep it in at the point. She tries to center the puck. Kingston moves it to the middle. And MacDonald will turn it back the other way. She can't get a handle on it. And Kingston will get it to the blue line. Makokis there. Moves to Maisie. Maisie will skate around a check. Cuts through the middle. Some room outside to Pasma. Pasma shot. It's blocked. Pedal there in the slot though. She has a shot blocked as well. That turns back the other way. A one-on-one. And Groin's a good job of keeping that out. And Theron will throw that puck into the corner. Puck centered. Goes under the stick of Fabro. Back to the point. Makokis. Hard up the boards. Centers. Pasma will skate it up. She moves it to the outside. Zunn. Falls. Fabro now with it. She moves it out to the point. And Groins. She'll turn back around. Moves it over to Pasma. Pasma. Back to Groins. Theron gets to the red line. Gets that puck deep. Chases it down, but Fisher's there. Fisher makes a move. She's going to skate down. Dumps it. They'll go for a change. Farhan stops that puck behind the net. Owen. She'll chip it up. Fabro. Moves it to the middle. Theron. Over to Zunn. Zunn trying to move that puck to the middle. Theron, a couple moves along the boards. Hits Staley in the middle. Staley to her backhand. Centered. Reed puts a stick on that. Puck moves up to the middle. Owen. Puts a check on Kingston player. She's going to get 2. So Kingston already 1 for 1 on the power play. They'll go to their second. To the point. Shot. That goes just wide. Kingston within the corner. Tries to center. Far side.
2 minutes for body checking. Time 9:12.
Ho keeps that into the corner. She's hit hard in the corner. She'll come out with that puck. She's got some room, and she'll clear it to the far end. Kingston from behind their own net. Langus. Pierre will skate that up for Kingston. Tries to cut to the front. Does get there, and that puck is slid right through the crease to the other side. Turn back around. White. Drop for Fisher. Lecuyer going to try and chip that through. 3 Kingston players, and they'll keep it in. Fisher will bring it out in the neutral zone. They'll regroup. McFarland will dump that in. That'll hit a player. And they've got like 7 players on the ice, so I don't know how that's not too many players, but face-off will come out outside the zone. .58 seconds left to go to the power play. Kingston in their own end. Fisher moves it up. Kingston sets up. They drop that puck behind the net. Towards the front. Pass got off by Pasma. Puck out to the point. Fisher down low. Kingston down the net. Ice Rolls looking to attack. Back to the point. Farland a shot deflected twice and goes up and over the net. Back to the point to Fisher. Fisher moves to the middle. Passes that back to the outside. Spin in the corner. Back out to Fisher. Fisher lets a puck go. That'll go into the corner. Crouches and Pasma will try and pin that along the boards. 2 seconds left to go in that power play. Kingston walks out with it. Shot on the glove. And it comes down on top of the net. Farhan will hold on to that. Nice save, but a dangerous play. So Mississauga kills off that second power play. 7:09 left to go in the second period. Draw. 1. Petal's got some. Moves over to Maisie. Maisie's got some. She's going to skate that outside. Drops it to Petal. Petal, shot. And right into the middle of Reed. And she'll hold on to that puck. A nice hard shot. Lecuyer on the faceoff. Wins it back to Gloins. Gloins over to Owen. Owen, quick shot towards the net, and that's deflected just wide. Lecuyer. She's taken down in front of the net. And the puck put out into the neutral zone. Just gets past Owen, sick. Owen. Pass over to Gloins. Gloins up the boards to Maisie. Maisie's pinched off.
Kingston's second goal. Power play. Scored by Lecuyer, assist number 94, Kalia Fisher, and number 88, Lily Reed.
Owen behind the net. Up to Maisie. She's stripped of the puck. Puck goes the other side. Centered. And Lecuyer will get that in the top of the zone. She'll skate it out. Gets the red line and dumps it. Change for Mississauga. Maisie though on the forecheck. Almost comes up with it. Zunn, fresh legs, gets to the front. And Theron puts the puck just wide. Kingston quickly out. Puck put to the middle. And Kingston will just flip that out into the neutral zone. Lecuyer. Far side, Zunn to Theron. Theron through the middle. Moves over Fabro. Fabro shot high on Reed. Rebound comes down. Zunn can't get a handle on it. Fabro now in the corner. She cycles it back down to Zunn. Zunn to the front of the net. Fabro tries to put that towards. And Kingston stops that chance. To the point. Theron keeps it in. Moves it to the middle. Fabro on the far side. Fabro hangs onto it. She's knocked down. No call on the play. I think at this point, Mississauga might be owed a penalty or two. Chip down in the corner, Aquino. She's got some room in the middle. Cuts to the far side on her backhand. Tries to center her puck. Cut off by Kingston. Kingston will try and flip that puck out. Staley will keep it live on the boards. She'll take it back down in the corner. Move to the point. Ho there. Takes a shot. That gets deflected past the net. Aquino cycling down. Ho just outside the zone. Quickly turns it back the other way. Aquino just flips it into the zone. And Langus will chase it down. Langus quickly to the front of the net. Reed just getting back in time, and Kingston will turn it back the other way. Kingston with some time. Gets through a couple of players. Pasma battling with Pierre. Pierre with 2 goals for Kingston already in this game. Aquino in the neutral zone, gets it wide. She'll dump that puck in. She'll get off for a change. Puck comes around the other side. MacDonald pinching low. She's going to come up with that puck. Going to skate it to the front. Backhand shot. Reed's pad down. Lecuyer holds the puck in. Pasma tries to center. Crucius throws the puck towards the net, and that goes off the pads of Reed. Along the boards. Lecuyer a couple moves. From behind the net, she'll chip it over to Crucius. Crucius walking out of the corner. She turns back. Looking for an option. Sees Lecuyer. Lecuyer to Gloins. Gloins. Lecuyer goes to the boards. And Kingston will try and chip that out. They get it into the neutral zone. Lecuyer turns it around quickly. Gloins got some room to the middle. Soja drops. Crucius. Nobody gets a shot off there. 2 drop passes. Puck chipped out. That's going to get out into the neutral zone. Owen, last one back. She's going to try and turn it up. Throws it to the far side to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got some room. She takes a shot, and that goes high and over the net. Along the boards, Petal drops. Soja. Soja to Owen. She skates towards the middle. Moves it over to Gloins. Gloins turns. Down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to the front. Owen, shot. Off the crossbar. Owen again, another shot, and deflected up and out of play. That did look like Soja. Soja to Owen. Skates towards the middle, moves it over to Gloins. Gloins turns. Down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to the front. Owen, shot. Off the crossbar. So Owen checking to see if that went in. Obviously, they're not going to overturn that. Gloins, the puck towards the net. Petal puts one just past. So Mississauga, a bit of an onslaught. Owen at the point, stops up, moves it back to Petal. Petal to the middle. Pass Maisie into Gloins. Owen in the middle, turns, shoots. Blocker save into the corner. Up to the point. Paddle keeps that puck in. She'll cut to the middle. Leaves it out. Owen, right to the middle. Shot. That's blocked and goes into the corner. Makokis recovering the puck. Paddle. Owen keeps it at the point. She's pinned. Waits for some help. Paddle. Owen then dumps it back in. Makokis will chase that down. And Kingston is going to get a penalty. All that pressure by Mississauga. And 43 for Kingston is going to get 2 minutes for roughing. But 1:44 left to go in the period. Mississauga get their first power play chance of the game. Puck one to the boards. Kingston will cover. They'll dump the length of the ice. Right on for Ha. Moves it behind the net. Makokis.
Kingston penalty to number 43, Sammy Taia. 2 minutes for roughing. Time 1:44.
On the far side. She's pinched off. Fabro's there. She gets knocked down as well. Ho still with it. But Kingston will come up with it and dump it the length of the ice. Makokis moves that up the boards. Queen will get that in the neutral zone. It'll slide out of the skates. Oh, she's got some room. Takes a shot. Flips that just up and over the net.
Player in the second period.
Aquino circles in the corner. Moves it to the point. MacDonald to the middle. Pasma throws that to the far side. Theron, puck towards the net, and Reed will glove that and hold it for a face-off. .41 seconds left to go in the period. 57 in the power play. Puck one to the boards. Staley back to Pasma. Staley along the side. She skates the middle. Sees MacDonald on the far side. Puck goes off the helmet of Reed. And back into the corner. Pasma at the point. She's got some room. Comes in, takes a shot. Blocker save. Puck sits right there. But it's cleared by Kingston. 20 seconds left to go for Ha. Do that behind the net. Staley skating up. 12 seconds left. Pasma on the far side. She's going to come across, get a shot. Blocked. Rebound, though. Sits right in front. 4 seconds left. Staley looking up at the clock. Throws a puck towards the net. And it's held by Fisher. And that'll do it for the second period. Kingston ties things up. And after 2, it's 2-2. And Kingston's able to come back with that rebound. Reed not sure where that puck's ended up. That's a couple times now that shots have gone up. Staley, another shot off the post. Soja to Owen. Skates towards the middle, moves it over to Gloins. Gloins turns down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to the front. Owen, shot. Off the crossbar.
Doja reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and skates in the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes a shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from Makokis. Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores. Doja reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and skates in the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes a shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from Makokis. Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores. Doja reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and skates in the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes a shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores. Doja reverses over to Lecuyer. Lecuyer's got a little room. She'll step out, take a shot. Goes off a block and a rebound. There. She'll keep it and escapes to the middle. Looks to drop. Far side goes across. And it's deflected in front of the net. Moves up to the point. Ho. She takes a shot and that's blocked. To Ho. Back down to Staley. Staley. Front of the net. Another tip shot from Makokis. She'll circle around the net looking for an option. She takes a shot and scores.
And Kingston's able to come back with that rebound. Reed not sure where that puck's ended up. That's a couple times now that shots have gone up. Staley, another shot off the post. Soja to Owen. Skates towards the middle, moves it over to Gloins. Gloins turns down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer to the front. Owen, shot. Off the crossbar. Welcome back to the third period. Kingston scoring the lone goal of the second. Pierre, her second of the game on the power play. They were 1 for 2 on the power play in the second period. Mississauga has 15 seconds left on their first power play of the game, and so they'll start the third on the power play. Shots after 2 periods, Mississauga 23, Kingston 16. And with that, we'll start the third. Face off, won by Kingston, and they'll dump it down. That'll pretty much do it for the Mississauga power play. Puck up the boards, Pierre with it. She skates towards the middle. Pasma able to strip her the puck, and she throws that back in the neutral zone. McFarland over to Fisher. Fisher tipped in the zone. And Pasma behind her net. Chips it up the boards. Pedal. She'll get that into the neutral zone. Fisher will turn back with it. Tries to make a pass to the far side. Owen will pick that off. She's got some room. She'll skate in the zone. Drops the puck for Maisie. Maisie a shot. That's deflected into the corner. Pedal. Tries to throw a puck towards the net, and that'll deflect off a player. Owen turns. She'll skate it up the ice. Couple of moves to get to the zone. She'll cut to the middle. Shot. Blocked in front. Puck flip to the other side. Owen pinching down. Keeps that puck alive. Puck thrown to the other side. Loins will keep that in. She gets knocked down hard. And the ref will blow that down, not for the hit, but for the hand pass. And that Doja wins that face off. Krusic moves it back, but that goes between Loins and Owen. Loins, pass, over to Owen. Owen, that'll be a penalty. Mississauga gonna go to their second power play. And it'll be 16 for Kingston. 2 minutes for tripping. 18:32 left in the third period. And Mississauga will go to their second power play. They ended off the second period. Flurry of pucks towards the net, but couldn't quite get that third goal. Puck went to the point. Owen. Lecuyer cuts to the front. Drops. Owen throws a puck towards the net. That'll stick to Reed. Soja on the faceoff. Wins that back. Lecuyer now skates to the middle. She'll drop for Gloins. Gloins over to Owen. Owen's got some room. Moves in. Takes a shot off of Reed's chest. Drops down. Annie for the Krusic with a rebound. Back to the point. Over the far side. Lecuyer tries to make a move. Soja will pick it up though, and she'll dump it deep in the corner. Krusic pinned in the corner. Soja comes to help out. Krusic tries to pull it out. It's going to go around to the other side. Lecuyer's right there. She'll trip that to the point. Owen will try to keep it in, but that's chipped out and it'll go the length of the ice. Fabro stops that up. Behind the net. Owen and Theron will circle. Loins over to Owen. Owen, far side. Theron's got some room. She's going to get the blue line. Puts that back into the corner. Fabro to the point to Owen. Owen over to Ho. Ho, shot. That's blocked in front by Fisher. Ho comes back, gets that rebound. Tries to get to the front of the net. Stick knocked out. Stays in the corner with it. And Zunn puts that back behind the net. And it's hard around the boards. That'll get out in the neutral zone. Lecuyer there. 29 seconds left to go in the Mississauga power play. Up the boards to Zunn. Zunn waiting for some help. And she's stripped of the puck, and it's set the length of the ice. Maha will stop that behind her own net. Lecuyer with 10 seconds left on the power play will start from behind. Over to Ho. Ho up to Fabro. Fabro from behind the net. Drops to Ho. Ho lines it up. Over to Theron. Catches that on her backhand. Isn't able to get a shot off. To Ho. Ho. Wrist shot. Rebound right in front. Cleared, and that's going to get out to the neutral zone. A race for it. Kingston's going to skate on it, but Lecuyer is back. Kingston along the boards. They'll drop it to the point. McFarland shot through traffic. Hits a Kingston player in front. Puck thrown to the boards. Lecuyer behind the net. Zunn's got some time. She flips it up the boards. Isn't kept in. And a hit on Theron. No call. Puck goes back the other way. Heel to the corner. MacDonald will pick up. Pass out to Staley. Hits her stick. And Kingston will turn it back the other way. Back to the far side. Shot attempt blocked by Pasma. Aquino to the middle. Staley with some room. Skates. Tries to hit Langus in the middle, and that's cut off. Aquino dumps that back down. Langus throws a puck just up and over the net. Pasma tips that back down. Staley down to MacDonald. Just out of her reach. Kingston will flip it up the boards. But Staley will keep it in at the point. And Kingston does get it out into the neutral zone. Pasma turns to her backhand. Chips it up to the boards to Aquino. Aquino gets the line. Cuts to the front. Shot back towards. That goes off a skate. Staley on the boards with Langus. Langus throws it out in front to Aquino. That's cut off by Kingston, and Kingston just throws that to the middle of the ice. Owen drops for Gloins. Gloins back to Owen. She'll skate through the middle. Crisscrossing with Lecuyer. Drops for Maisie. Maisie loses the handle on it. Goes to the far side. Gloins keeps that in. Paddle in the corner. Back to the point. Gloins cross to Owen. Owen some room. Delay shot. Off a stick. Just goes wide. Lecuyer tries to center. Gets to the side. Hammered to the back. Gloins pinches in. And Lecuyer gets a shot on net. Mississauga all over the puck, getting puck towards the net. 13:59 to go, still tied up at 2. Lecuyer wins that to the wall. Petal tries to go to Owen. That goes off a couple sticks, and Owen will just chip that back in. Petal chasing that down. Pierre from a owner net. Lecuyer still without a stick. Grabbed by Pierre. Far side. Gloins with Pierre. Keeps to the outside. Tries to center. Good stick by Fabro. Puck comes out to the side. Kingston with it. He'll circle up high. Far side. Shot. Blocker goes to the corner. Kept in by Fisher. Fisher trying to get to the net. Lecuyer comes up with that. She'll chip it to the far wall. She'll keep skating it. Go through. A stick stopped at the end of it. Leculier's got some room. One-on-one. Makes a nice move around a player. Backhand shot on Lily, and Lily will hold on. Lecuyer with a nice chance. 12:55 left to go in the third period. Soja on the faceoff, wins it to the corner. Lecuyer from room, tries to make a move. Has it poked off her stick. Behind the net, Krusic now. battling, pulls it to the far side. Kingston's going to come up with that puck. They try to center quickly. Goes off a couple sticks, and Makokas will throw that back into the corner. Ice Wolves try to get to the point. Ho will keep that in. She's tripped up trying to get to the net. Tripped up to the point. Ho keeps it in again. But a stick check will get that out into the neutral zone, and Krusic will look for a lane. Finds one. Gets on her forehand. Her backhand goes to the net. Puts it towards. Puck's right there. And Soja tries to jump on that rebound, but Lily covers up. Mississauga with a shot advantage so far in the third period. Trying to pour it in for that third goal. Zunn tripped up, trying to make a pass. Puck goes to the corner. Kingston tries to move it up the wall. It's caught off by Zunn and sent back into the corner. Theron's going to walk out with it. Loses to the far side. MacDonald a shot. Hits Reed in the mask, and she jumps on that. So lots of rebounds. Just got to get on top of it. Mississauga, lots of chances here. 11:54 to go. Those are 8 shots of the period. Face off, goes to the corner. Kingston clears, goes off a stick high out into the neutral zone. Pasma last one on it. She's fought off the puck towards the front of the net. And Kingston scores. Ava Verona scoring her 5th of the season for Kingston, and they're going to go up 3-2. Mississauga with most of the chances, but a timely goal by Kingston has them now leading. Just a little over 11 minutes left to go in the period. That'll be offside on Kingston. 11:30 left to go in the period. Puck in the skates. Pulled out by White. Chipped into the corner. Owen. She'll throw that to the other side. Aquino waiting there. Jumps her stick. She'll skate it out into the neutral zone. Makes a couple of moves, but loses the puck. Staley recovers. Moves it wide to Langus. Langus is checked. Staley comes up with it though. She's got it along the boards. Kicks it up to Aquino. Aquino skates to the side. She'll turn, shot. It's deflected and goes into the corner. Owen jumps into the play. She's got it behind the net. She's tackled to the ice. And Kingston's going to get a penalty. It looks like Fisher, 94, holding. .46 to go. Mississauga on their third power play attempt.
Kingston penalty to number 94, Kalia Fisher. 2 minutes for holding. Tie 10:46.
Puck pops out in front. Reed just jumps on top of that before any shot. Puck to the middle. Crucius got some room. Shot. She throws that high and over the net. And Kingston will clear it. The puck comes to the middle. Farhan will stop that behind her own net. Makokas will come back to pick that up. First crossing. Makokas moves it out to Ho. Ho has some room. Ho fire that puck down. Reed will stop it behind the net. And Kingston will just fire that around. That'll hit the far side, bounce back into the zone. Ho Loses the middle, Makokis. Slides the puck through. That's stopped. Hits a skate in front. Back up the boards. Crucius now. Soja. Pull that. And a hand pass. We'll stop play. 1:02 left to go in the Mississauga power play. Puck one, Lecuyer. Back to Owen. Cross to MacDonald. MacDonald tries to go far side. It's blocked. Owen picks it up and she'll get it into the zone though. Tries to get set up, but picked up by Kingston and they'll flip it the length of the ice. Will hold it behind her own net. Daisy will come back to pick that up. With some speed, she'll come up the far wing. Daisy all the way down full length of the ice. Stick check. Kingston will fire it up. Owen right there. She gets a shot away, but that's blocked. MacDonald chips that. She kicks it over to Owen. Owen down low to Petal. Petal to Maisie. That knocked off of her stick. Comes up the boards. Owen tries to come down. It's dumped. Hold that, MacDonald. 3 seconds left in the power play. And Owen, MacDonald with the puck now. Drops it right to one of the Kingston players to the front of the net, and that's shipped up and out of play. So Mississauga 0 for 3 so far on the power play. Lots of time left, 8:34 to go. Face off one. Pasma to the far side. Puck tried to put it in the middle. Shot by Pierre, that's blocked. Zunn fights with White along the board. Pasma now with some speed from behind her own net. Stops up. Drops for Goins. Goins far side to Zunn. Jumps off her stick, but she's able to keep on it. Held off. Kingston will recover. They try to flip up the board. Zunn holding that off. Fabro tries to put the puck towards the net. Zunn. Back in by Kingston. That's going to go the length of the ice, and that should be icing. Kingston arguing something. .749 left to go. Face off to the right of Reed. And Mississauga are going to get kicked out of this face off. Quino will come in to take it. Quino wins that to the boards. She'll pick up the puck. Kingston gets to the point. Ho will dump that back in. Kingston gets in the neutral zone. Staley has it in her skates. And Makokis will get it. She'll flip it up the boards. Hits a weird spot on the boards and flashes back. But Langus has got some room. She's going to skate that puck wide. Try to drive towards the net. Push to the corner. Drops the puck to Makokis. Makokis' shot gets through traffic but goes just wide of the net. Ho tries to keep that in. It slides past her and they'll get out into the neutral zone. Aquino zigzagging. Moves the puck but misses Ho. And Kingston will just dump that puck in. They get a puck towards the net. Kalia will put that towards the corner. Makokis pinching that puck along the boards. Kingston centers. Puck shot back to the center. But Staley will pick it up. She's got some room, so she'll skate it down. Chips that puck past Fisher. Chases it down in the corner. Flip back the other way. Crucius at the point. Can't keep it in, but she'll spin it right back. She's got a little bit of room. Drops for Soja. Soja trying to get that to the net. Gets to the middle. Makokis, followed by Crucius. 2 stops for a read. To the point, Makokis. Back to the middle, Owen. Has some room, looking for a spot. Takes a shot. Gets deflected just wide. Makokis to the point. MacDonald over to Owen. Owen, far side. Just misses Makokis with that pass. Makokis along the boards. MacDonald keeps that in. 5:45 left to go. Crucius going towards the net. Trying to center. She's hooked up. Gets to Soja. She gets a shot off. But Kingston will clear. Makokis first on that. And she'll turn it back the other way. Skating into the corner. Puts it to the front. Maisie with it. Doesn't have a good look. She'll turn back to the side. Turns to the middle. Has some room. Gets a stick in her hands, and that'll cause a penalty. Delayed penalty for Mississauga. Pasma at the point. Far side. Lecuyer. Lecuyer up to Loins. Loins back down to Lecuyer. Lecuyer. Or Pasma. Pasma. Shot. Hits the helmet of Reed. And puck goes down, and Reed jumps on that. So delayed penalty. Kingston. 89. So 4:59 left to go. Mississauga will take a timeout. Try and get some play set up and get her top line out there. I believe the penalty is for hooking. We'll wait for the official call on it. But I think as Maisie was cutting across the top of the ice, the Kingston player got her stick up in the hands and Crucius, Soja, Makokis, MacDonald, and Owen out on this power play to start off. Down 3-2. Face off. One to the boards.
Number 89, Fred Chambers. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time 4:59.
MacDonald along the boards. Drops after Crucius. Crucius walks out, takes a shot. Blocked by Fisher. She hangs on to it. She skates it through some traffic. Is able to get that out of the zone for Stop it behind the net. Owen. Start up. Moves it out to MacDonald. MacDonald skates that into the zone. Has it on her backhand, looking for some options. She's going to go all the way around. Up to the top to Owen. Owen to the middle, far side. Makokis. Makokis cutting across. She's got some room. She'll cut to the side. Takes a shot. And Reed saves that. Puts it to the corner. Soja. Back for Owen. Owen for MacDonald. MacDonald. Shot. Rebound. Put just wide. Makokis to Owen. Over to MacDonald. MacDonald, Owen will switch spots. Drop for Owen. Owen's got some room. She'll come in to the middle. Soja shot. Rebound. Off another post. Owen keeping that puck in. Crucius along the boards. Will walk around. She's got some room. Gets to the middle. Takes a shot. That's deflected out wide. Owen up top. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Owen will throw a puck towards the net. That's deflected wide. Makokis and Crucius. Crucius tries to center. Puck thrown around the other side. Owen's going to pick that up at the point. Going to go far side to Pasma. Pasma back to Owen. Owen shot off a couple of sticks. Knocked down, Crucius in front, and Reed will jump on top of that. And then Makokas will get knocked down on the play after the whistle. 5 seconds left on that power play. So 3:04, Kingston a big kill. 5 seconds left to go on this power play. Mississauga threatening. Face off, won by Mississauga. They get to the point, Gloins. Cross to Staley. Staley will come across, take a shot, that goes out into the corner. Chipped up the boards. Staley can't keep that in. And Kingston will turn it back. They'll get it across the line, throw a puck towards the net. Blocked in the corner. Kingston drops. Puck far side, nobody on the far wing. Slap shot, blocked by Aquino. Loyens will chip that puck up the boards to Staley. Staley chips to the middle, but Kingston will cover in the middle. Shot. And Farhan will hang on to that. .221 left to go. So Mississauga, after getting off to an early 2-0 lead, and the 2:21, Kingston will call their timeout. Both coaches walking through their strategies there for the last 2:21 of the third period. Mississauga having to press to get a goal. And I'm sure Kingston going over their plan to keep Mississauga away from the puck. Puck deep in the Mississauga zone. Face off will be to the left of Farhan. Theron takes it to the face off. He wins it to the corner. Makokas behind the net to Ho. Ho quickly up to Zunn. Zunn moves it to the middle. Theron cuts through. It's poked off her stick, but Zunn will pick that up in the neutral zone. They'll skate that into the zone. It'll hit a patch of snow, and Kingston will throw it up the boards, but Makokas will keep that in. Makokas at the point. Dumps it in. Zunn finally gets that puck deep. She's crunched hard on the boards. And that puck flipped up from the corner. And that'll go into the zone. 1:53 left to go. Face off. Deep in Kingston territory. Mississauga will pull the goalie. 6 attackers. .153 left to go. 6-on-5 with the goalie pulled for Mississauga. Face off. 1. Staley throws a puck backhand towards the net. That's blocked. Kingston along the boards. Can't get a handle on it. Makokas with it. She's punched off. Gets to the point. Owen. Far side to MacDonald. MacDonald back to Owen. She gets her forehand shot. And a nice kick save by Reed. Makokas recovers. Drops for Owen. Owen towards the net. Drops into the corner. Staley. Staley skates it out to the middle. Circles. Takes a shot. Reed didn't see that. Misses the net though. Back to the point. Owen will keep that in. Gives it to Makokas. Makokas and Owen drafting it back and forth. Puck to the line. Not out. Crucius will walk out with it. Moves over to MacDonald. MacDonald shot. Goes just wide of the net. And Reed will jump on that. And Crucius is taken hard in the back boards. One minute left to go in the third period. Langus on the face-off. One, MacDonald to the middle. Owen. Down low, Makokis. Makokis looking for options. Skates to the middle. She goes all the way around. Still no option, still no option. 42 seconds. Thrown towards the net. Langus. Just the middle shot. Reed doesn't see any of that. Goes wide of the net. Far side, MacDonald. Down low, Crucius. Up to Owen. Owen slides off her stick. She keeps that puck in. But it'll flip out. Go length the ice, and it goes just wide with 20 seconds left to go. Icing. So Reed twice. Shots just going wide. Had no idea where that puck was. So Mississauga, 20 seconds left on the clock. Needs to get a goal here. Tie things up. Force overtime. Langus on the faceoff. Wins it to the boards. Staley to Owen. Owen quickly over to MacDonald. MacDonald throws the puck towards the net. That's deflected wide. Puck comes out in front. Puck right there. Reed down. 7 seconds left to go. Along the boards. Out front. MacDonald can't get to the front. And that'll do it. Kingston holds on to win 3-2.